Hello guys, did you know that by incorporating 3D models into your presentation you can increase your audience engagement by over 70%? Yes, that's correct. And in today's video I will show you how you can use 3D model with slide zoom and morph transition to create something incredible like this presentation. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. So let's start. Okay, from the shapes menu, let's insert a circle to cover this O here. Okay, now fill it with white color and select as no line here because we don't need any border. Now go to this effect option, select this shadow and make this transparency as 0 and blur is 100. Okay, perfect. So you can see there is some glow there. Now let's insert a 3D model. So I'm using a earth, so let's search an earth here and let's select this earth model here. Okay, let's insert here. The circle behind the earth will give some sort of glow effect to our earth model, so that is why we have added that there. And from this 3D model view, let's select this one. Now from the animation, select this turntable animation, go to animation pane. From this effect option, let's make this a smooth start and a smooth end as 0. Here start with previous. Okay, and then we're done. Okay, so I think it is playing perfectly fine. Okay, now let's duplicate this slide to create our second slide. Select this toolbox and delete this from this slide. Okay, now select this India text box and reduce the font size to 96. Okay, now let's select the earth and the circle behind it and let's increase its size. Basically, I'm trying to put it into middle of this slide. Okay, now select this 3D model, go to 3D model view and select this view where India is coming at top. Okay, now let's align it to make it more into center. Okay, now let's bring this India into the center and let's align this beside the Indian map. Okay, I'm changing this font type as Habitas here. Okay, now let's go to shapes, insert one line here. Let's select one lighter color here so that it is visible. Okay, now go to shapes again and select this half frame. Let me fill this with pink color and we forgot to remove the animation, so you just remove this turntable animation from here. Now again select this frame, half frame, and from the help of these two yellow dots let's make it a little leaner. Okay, now let's duplicate this by pressing Ctrl and D and rotate this by 90° right, and let's place it here. Okay, now select both of these frames and duplicate them and then rotate them to make a bigger frame. Now select all of these four. I guess the line is still there, so let's remove that outline and now make them a group. Okay, so now this is one object. Now let's duplicate this, place this frame over India. Okay, let us make some adjustment so that it will look good. Okay, now select this frame again, go to the animation pane and from here apply this pulse animation. Now open the animation pane from the effect options Select the start with previous button. Let's add a delay of 1 second. Duration also select as 1 second, and then repetition select 4. Okay, so this is how it will create that pulse effect. Okay, so we're done with this. Now let's insert one circle here. Let's make its size as 1.4 by 1.4 centimeter. Now let's fill this with this pink color. Now go to effect option, click on the soft edges, and let's have this 12 point size. Okay, so this is good. Now let's duplicate this, or let's create a copy of this, and then change its color to this green color. Okay, now into the soft edges, just make this as 4 point. Okay, and then the size should be around 0.5 by 0.5 centimeter. Okay, that's good. Now select both these circles and let's align them into the center and middle. Okay, and then group them so that they'll be one object. Okay, perfect. Now let's move this on our line. Okay, let me quickly duplicate these and make a couple of these bullet points here. Okay, perfect. Now insert a text box and insert our city's name here. So let me quickly do it for you. Okay, we are done. Okay, now let's duplicate this slide and then now select this India text box and replace this India with New Delhi, which is our first city in this slide. Okay, and reduce the font size. And change this font color also so that it is visible on our map. Now let's zoom out of this slide and select the circle and the earth both and increase their size so that India will look bigger on the map. Let me make some adjustments here. Okay, let's check how it is looking. Okay, let me select both of them one more time and let's align it again. Okay, yeah, now I think it is perfectly fine. Okay, now zoom in again and let's make this frame smaller and let's place it where New Delhi is located in India's map. Okay, and then let's align this New Delhi also on top of or just below this frame. Okay, so we are done. That is great. Now let's insert a blank slide and let me insert one picture which I have downloaded from pexels.com and the links are given in the description. Okay, so now let's make it align to our slide. Let's crop it from the bottom so that it will fit completely in our slide. Okay, I'm copying this India text box from here to this slide. Okay, and let's move this on top of our slide. Okay, let's fill it with solid color and let me select this color here. Now let's change this India to New Delhi and let's increase this text box size. Okay, now let's align this into the center of the slide. Okay, and let's add some shadow effect. So again I'll select that center effect and with black shadow. Okay, this is looking nice. And let's increase this size to 150. Okay, fine. So till here we are good. Now let's duplicate this picture or create a copy of this picture again and paste it here, and let's align this duplicate picture on top of this. Now go to picture format option and click on this remove background, and let's mark the areas which I want to keep here, and let's mark those areas which I don't want in this picture. Okay, and then select this keep change. Okay, and this is done. So you can see now this text box has gone behind that India gate, and let's apply one small float in animation here. Select this start with previous and duration as 1 second. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now let's go to this previous slide one more time. Let's make some space between New Delhi and Kashmir. Okay, now let's increase the font size for this New Delhi as 24 here. Let's align this so that it will come into a single line, and let's increase this bullet size as also around 1.8 by 1.8 centimeters. Okay, let's align this on this line. Now go to insert and click on this zoom, slide zoom, and select this slide 4. Okay, so it will come like this. Now go to zoom window and change this picture with our original picture. I'm doing this, but if you are okay, you can keep that slide zoom picture also. Okay, so we are done. Now let's create one more slide for Kashmir. So let's roll back our changes. Let's make this New Delhi as 14. Let's make this circle as 1.4 by 1.4. And then bring this Kashmir a little up and the others a little bit down. Okay, and then here make this Kashmir as 24 size and those circle as again 1.8 by 1.8. Then let me align it with our line center. Okay, perfect. Now select this earth and let's rotate it a little bit. So when we move from previous slide to this slide, this earth will also rotate a little bit. Okay, now let's select both of these frame and the text box and let's move this to Kashmir. Okay, and change this text box text as Kashmir. Okay, and now you have to follow the same steps which we did for New Delhi and create a slide for Kashmir. Okay, one important thing is like in this zoom tab, you have to click on this return to zoom so that when we return to this when we go to our zoom slide, we will return back to this slide only. Okay, now select this New Delhi text box in our second slide, and now I'm adding some more animation, mouse over, and I'm just linking these slides to the next slide or wherever these cities basically are there. Okay, so we have to follow the same step and we have to link this mouse over function to that respective slide. So let me quickly do it for all these slides. and you have to do the same thing for all these slides, slide 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because if you don't do it, then it will not return back to the city on which you will hover your mouse, right? So you have to link all these mouse over action to all these slides. Now the final step is like you have to select slide 1 to 7 and apply the morph transition. Okay, and then you're done. So let's see how it is playing. Yeah, it's playing perfectly fine. So hope you have enjoyed this tutorial with me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Please share it with your friends, and see you in a while with my next tutorial. Thank you.